Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry. Okay, fair warning before we get started. My boys are both very gripey tonight and I do not know why. So there is a very real chance that you're going to hear some kitty commentary as we progress through our crafty time here. So just fair warning. Okay, so I'm playing with the Halloween gnome mixed media mosaic. I've made a couple changes. We're going to make some tiles tonight. I did decide to eliminate these at the moment, and I went with hand painted. But to be honest, now I'm kind of wondering if it's too much purple. So it's not official that these are eliminated, but for right now we're going to have these in here and see. Because I have this box of hand painted tiles that I've done over the last several years. And at one point I had done a bunch of Halloween colored ones. So you can see I've got, you know, green and yellow, but then I thought, well, those would go better with the St. Patrick's Day. I do have purple and orange clay. So then I was thinking, that's why I was thinking yellow and green, because it's the other colors. But I do have a couple of orange and purple, but I feel like there's enough orange. This could change. That's my point. But yeah, these are, some of them are not good. Some of them were from very much the beginning, and I probably at some point should go through and be brutally honest and get rid of ones that I'm probably never going to use. But for right now, I just decided instead of making new ones, let's dig through this box and see what I have that might work. So we're going to leave the green and purple for now. Okay, the stickers. I decided I want to do the cat and a bat. And then these are glow in the dark. And I was going to do them on mirror tiles, but I don't have mirror tiles that are the right size. So it was going to be a whole lot of extra mirror, and I don't have a lot of room on this mosaic. So I do have these pieces of chipboard, little chipboard tiles that I bought at Michael's. And I've got tons in every different size, squares and rectangles. So I think I'm going to paint these black, and I'll do a bat on the little one and a cat on this one. And I'm going to paint them black because, again, the stickers glow in the dark. So that's what I want to really show. So we're going to do that, but I'll need to paint these. And I think they're probably going to go... The cat will go here, and the bat will go here. Okay. And then remember I pulled out this yellow canary souffle that I wanted to do some stamps on in black ink. So, oh, and then the other thing, sorry, kind of all over the place. I added in 2 of these little glass tiles. I'm going to show you this box. And I ordered these off of Amazon. And as you can see, there are tons of different colors. So I have them divided into this box here. I went with the green because, again, I feel like we have enough orange. And when I add in the yellow, that's going to be the one that says, like, Happy Halloween, and then a couple other stamps that I'll have to go through and figure out. And then the purple is really almost like a black. And when I add in the leafing, that's the spider web, I think that's going to be enough black. So I went with green since I eliminated the green clay at the moment. And this could change as well. But when I'm doing my mosaics, I really, really try to have, you know, stamped items, stickers, buttons, a glitter clay, a souffle clay, some kind of a texture, some kind of hand painted, a glass one, I'm using the wood chipboard for the stickers. So I really try to make sure that I have a large variety. I had done mosaics in the beginning where it was just all like textures with mica powders, and it gets monotonous to look at the same thing over and over again. So here's where we're at right now. And so yes, we got to paint those black, but I want to get the tiles in the oven first, so we're going to do that first. So I'm going to set this off to the side, and we're going to go through my Halloween stamps here real quick. Okay, so because I'm doing them in black ink on the yellow, so like the pumpkins' faces will be yellow shining through, so I want to use that one. And then I don't want things that I already have, so here, I'm just going to do this so you guys. And I know the last video I was so out of the shot a lot, and I'm really sorry about that. So I'm going to try and do much, much better. So, and then obviously this is going to be too big. Spider web is a maybe, or just the spider. Yeah, I think just the spider. Or maybe the face that says boo. That's another good small one. I've got a little witch. Again, these are too big. Another haunted house. Word spooky. That's one of the names of my yard cats. I also have bats, but I'm using a bat sticker. So I'm trying really hard not to duplicate. I want different things. Instead of the big pumpkin, I could just do a small, because we're kind of running out of room. But what I like about these is that the actual pumpkin is going to be black, and then the yellow is going to show through. So we're going to hang on to that for now, unless I find one that works better. So yeah, I mean, I've got several little pumpkins. But then the pumpkin's going to be yellow, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I have a ghost, but I've got a ghost button, so probably my head's in the shot. I do have a little tombstone. Not going to work on the yellow clay, though, so I kind of know. Here's a little spider web. Do have a little skeleton. Might do the little skeleton. That says boo. Another little tombstone. Witch on a broom, but that's what one of my buttons is. Candy corn, but that really needs to be tricolored. Do have a witch's hat, another little pumpkin. Yeah. Let's see what this last one is. It says eek. And then, yeah, I've got a few more in there. Got a black cat, but we're doing a sticker of that. Do have eyeballs. No, I'm not feeling the eyeballs. All right. And I thought I had a bigger... I just have a trick or treat and happy Halloween, but I wanted to say happy Halloween because the little sign says trick or treat. So we're going to... All right, let's see. Doobie-doobie-doo. You guys said you like to see my thought process, so... And then I've got these, and we're going to look at what these are real quick. Let's see, we've got... That's a jack-o'-lantern. a ghost with the word boo. Another spider web, but I've got one there, so I don't need to do that. Another little pumpkin. Oops. A little black cat with a trick-or-treat bag. But I'm doing a cat sticker, so, and that's it. So, all right. Let's narrow it down now, or maybe I'll do them all. Let's see. Get these out of the way. So, happy Halloween. Here, and watch. This is what I do, too, to figure out. So, happy Halloween in the middle, right? If we go up with that and possibly eliminate this, but then I don't want pumpkins and pumpkins. I might have to cut it down and just do like 2 pumpkins. Could do that. Looks like I could cut it there and it would be all right, or cut it here and it would be all right. That's if I decide to do pumpkins, because I do have a pumpkin button. Let's see. Skeleton, I definitely don't have any skeletons on this yet. So could do a skeleton there. Because oh no, that's too close, yellow and yellow. So that might need to be the spider. And then do the skeleton. I feel like I need to slide these over. Do the skeleton there. I think I'll do 2 or 3 pumpkins up here. And of course, until I bake these up, I don't know exactly how they're going to be size-wise. All right, I think we're going to do all of them, because whatever doesn't get used on this will definitely get used on another project. So let's slide this off here to the side and get my cutting board in here. And get this rolled out and see what we come up with. Anyway, oopsie. Okay, we need to move this over here. Gotta move it. Gotta move it. And of course the layout will alter, you know, as I start putting tiles on there and actually visually seeing what's close to what needs to be more spaced out, what I have too much of color-wise, what I don't have enough of, and so on and so forth and so on. So, all right, so get my black ink. And this is a Ranger Archival ink. It's permanent. Okay. It just occurred to me that I could do the pumpkins and do Happy Halloween above it and make it one big tile. I think we're going to try that and keep our fingers crossed. hold that thought. I want to see if I have some type of a Happy Halloween that's a clear stamp so that I'll be able to see exactly how I'm lining it up. So hold on a second. Let me grab my book. Both my boys are laying right outside my craft room door right now. They both look very pouty, and I don't know why. Okay, so this first binder, oops, gosh. This first binder is my holiday binder, and it just contains Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. The rest of the holidays are in one I have labeled birthday, but anyway, that's a story for another time. I don't have a lot of Halloween clear stamp sets. I actually only have 3. And this is a new one I just acquired. It does have the words Happy Halloween, but just not, I like the fact that that has a funny, like a good script to it. Yeah, and then we go right into fall and Christmas. Yep, all right, so let me see what's in this other binder. And I do also have alphabets where I could just create my own, but I don't know. I don't know why my boys are pounding you guys. I fed them before I came up here. All right, Halloween. We've got Happy Halloween with pumpkins, you guys, and a broom. That might be the one. Let me see. Yeah, because that's pretty small. This is a new set I got where it has different types of gnomes. But if I start changing things up, I will be overwhelmed. So we're going to go with whatever I already got. So, but I think we're going to use that one, you guys. Because it's got the jacket. Well, here's the deal of why I like this one. Because it'll be the eyes and the mouth that are yellow. We're going to try it with the wood stamps, you guys, and see how it comes out. The other word stamps on here is welcome to our haunted house and eat, drink, and be scary. But I really just wanted to say Happy Halloween. Alright, we're going to just go for it. And see how it comes out. Fingers crossed. I just have to think for a second. Check that I'm in the shot. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for y'all. And hopefully my head won't get in there too much. Alright, we're going to do the pumpkins first. I'm probably overthinking it. That is a bad habit of mine. Inking it up. Here we go. Giving good pressure. Give it a little rock. Make sure that the top and bottom stamp out. Huh, that's gorgeous. Okay. And then we're going to hope I don't ruin it trying to do the words as the same. So part of the problem with the mosaic over there is those purple and green hand painted are pretty big. And if I did switch back to the green smaller and go green and black, which the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm leaning towards. Because if this comes out even slightly crooked, it is going to drive my OCD crazy. I think I can make this happen. We're going to go for it, you guys. We are going to think positive. Okay. If my head's in there, I'm sorry, but got one shot at this. My hands are shaking. I'm actually okay with that. I'm glad I went for it. I'm all right with that. Clean it off the stamp. Okay. Paper towel. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut this one out, and then I'm gonna stamp the smaller ones. Where's my blade? There's my blade. And let's see. Sorry, I know my head's probably in there. Okay, lining it up. Okay, what I need to do with the sides first, because that'll help me line up the bottom properly. Anyway. Okay, and then we'll do the bottom. There we go. Let's do this real quick. So that's going to go right there. So I feel like we need like a yellow here. Trying to decide if I want to do 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. I think just 2 more. I think we're going to go spider and skeleton. And if I have to rearrange to make them fit, then that is what I shall do. So let's get this on the tray to be baked. See, and I started digging through Like when I was going through all of my already hand painted, and I was going to go through and go, oh, this would go great for the Valentine's Day, and these would be great for Easter and all that. And then I started getting overwhelmed again. So it was like, I decided I just need to focus on the Halloween one and just do it, and then move on to the next one, so that I don't get overwhelmed and distracted and frazzled, and then I end up with stuff that maybe wasn't what I intended. So, all right, I'm gonna, because the spider web, we already have the leafing, that's spider web, but I might go ahead and do I'm not feeling the boo. I'm feeling like skeleton and spider, because the stickers are going to be cat and bat, and the buttons are witch, pumpkin, ghost. So I think we've got like pretty much everything covered. So we're just going to go with these. Yep. And then remember with this leafing, because it's black, I don't want it on the edge of the mosaic, because when you're looking at it from a distance, it then looks like there's a gap. You still kind of have that problem when it's in the middle, but it's not as bad. So, and again, there's not going to be a lot of that. It'll just be cut down to fill in like 2 or 3 little spots. So, well, not 100% thrilled with the skeleton, but it's all right. And spider. So, cleaning off my stamps real quick. Okay, let's get these cut out. And we'll get these in the oven, and we'll get the chipboard pieces painted. And then go from there. Because see, this is the other thing that kills me, is like if I'm just putting a few tiles in the oven, and I'm always like, but I have room to do more. And I want to like fill it up, but then I get all over the place and I get overwhelmed. So, little skeleton guy. My nose itches, somebody's talking about me. Actually, no, my allergies have been crazy. And we're not even really in fall yet, because like it was 90 some degrees today, and it's going to be 90 something again tomorrow. Which is crazy for October. Okay, I'm doing the sides first because there's a little bit of the spider web coming out of his butt or whatever. And so that's what I want to line up the sides with to make it mostly straight, if that makes sense. So, and I'm using my grid line as well. I just cut off a little piece of my hair. That was great. Should have put it up. So, anyway, the little orange stray cat, the one that bit me really bad the first time I fed him. And so now I don't trust him. But I still feed him when I see him. But I'm not going to put food out there every day because, because one, he goes door to door, so everybody in the neighborhood feeds him. And I don't want to be attracting other critters to my back door. So So I only feed him when I see him. And I can't remember if I shared this on the other video, and so if I did, I apologize. But yeah, last weekend I stopped to get my mail because I had a package that I was expecting. And that was in a different mailbox. The mailboxes in my neighborhood are like all one unit off to the side, like around the corner. There's no houses over there. And it's 4 in the morning when I get home from work. And so I get out of my car, leave the car door open, car's running, grab my mail, grab my package, get back in my car and start driving back to my house. And I hear a noise in my back seat, and then this ball orange of ball fluff comes flying over the back seat. Lands in front of me and scares the bejesus out of me. And it was him, and he had jumped into my car while I was getting my mail. And so I was like, no, I'm not Kitty Uber, get out. So I always have cat food in the trunk of my car for my yard cats at work. So I got out and got a can of wet food out and a handful of dry food and set him up there on the sidewalk underneath the mailboxes and fed him. So then he was here yesterday. I haven't seen him today, though. I was downstairs for a couple hours, and he didn't show up, so. But when I go back down before I go to bed, I'm sure that's usually the time he shows up. So, anyway, so there's our... Let's just play with this real quick. Just 'cause. So then this will be the cat. This sticker. And this will be a bat sticker. Cat and bat, ghost, pumpkin, witch. So we have more pumpkins on this, but it's okay because it's Halloween. So that's going to go like right there. And look at that. It's pretty much the same size as the chipboard. And then little skeleton guy up here probably. And okay, and then we're going to have a few pieces of that. Before I put these in the oven, I want to see if there's anything else I need to make. I feel like I'm missing something. I think I need a stencil with the mica powders. That's what I think I need. Just like some kind of a, maybe my swirlies. I'll go through my stencils. We'll find a stencil. And I'll do like green, orange, purple, and yellow for the colors of the mica powders. And then decide if I want to do it on white clay or black clay. Normally I would do black clay, but I have the leafing is already black, so that would be a lot of black. And the problem with doing mica powders on a colored clay is it alters the color of the mica powder depending on the clay color. Gotta think. I'll probably just do it on white. Like, remember on the golf mosaic when I did the blue and green swirls? Okay. Alright. Let's set this aside and let's see what I've got in my stencil box. Or my stencil book, rather. I could do a second texture as well, because right now I just have the orange swirls, but let's just see what I've got. These are silk screens. I tried one with the mica powders, and I'll be honest, I wasn't thrilled with how it came out. But like that might be a neat pattern. Let's see what else we got. I'm looking for something that kind of smacks at Halloween a little bit. Oh, we got a bunch of leaves. Flowers. This is the one I tried. It just didn't, I wasn't impressed. Just FYI, I wasn't impressed. These are the texture sheets. That's what the oranges texture tiles was done with. One of these. So we don't want texture, we want stencil. Alright. We got random circles. Nah. Polka dots. Nah. Alright, I really got to put paper to divide. Should really do that. So we got leaf thingies, polka dots, got random circles, stars, squares. Excuse me. Got some different animal prints. Some more random polka dots. Alright, let's see. Got zigzaggy lines. That might be alright. This is just kind of a random. That one's kind of interesting. I like that one. Leaning towards it at the moment. Hey, look, I got balloons. Huh? Cool. Didn't even know I had that. Flowers and leaves, flowers and leaves, flowers and leaves, wavy lines, rainbow, random polka dots. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Kind of looks like leaves when I pull it out of there. I know that's not what it's supposed to be, but let's see. I also have Christmas ornaments. That's good to know. Here's my favorite swirlies. And stars. So I could go swirlies or I could go stars. Of course, I would probably do stars on the 4th of July one. Or was that other possibility? This one. Alright, let's think. Ouch, my back. So, because I think I would do stars for the 4th of July one. Right? Red and blue stars. Anyway, yeah, that'll probably be 4th of July. And I'll probably just stick it in the 4th of July box so I don't forget I have it. So we have this kind of random. And then we've got the swirls. And then there's a couple things I have to decide on both of them. As if I'm just going to do all around the 4 colors. or whether like this swirl would be purple, this swirl would be green, this swirl would be yellow, like that. And then if I use this, which it's already kind of in strips, it's kind of almost a stained glass look. Kind of triangles I'm seeing now. Triangle. So like what I do each color, or each, you know, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, and so on. That would work. Leaning towards it, you guys. I think that's the route we're going to go. Alright, so I need my black. Black Primo. I use Primo when I'm doing the stencils and the mica powders because it kind of has a shiny finish. And also it cuts fairly well after baking. So, see how it's shiny once it's conditioned? So, we're going to get a piece. And then we're going to go through my mica powders and pick out an orange, a purple, a yellow, and a green. Purple, orange, yellow, green. Wasn't planning on doing this much with you guys, but hey, you're along for the ride now. So the package I was expecting in the mail, there's a new clay color out called Mocha Pearl, which is like a gorgeous brown color. And it's like metallic pearlized. So I had ordered a few bricks of that to try it out. And that was the package I was waiting on. So might get used on the Thanksgiving one for some kind of a something. I think I need more clay. Well, no, because I don't need to do the big whole stencil. I just need like one strip of it. So, anyway. Nope, got an air bubble. Actually do 3 strips of it. All right, mica powders. Okay, so first we need a purple. Let's see what we got here in the purple world. You see how close these are in color? That's why I don't recommend this set of mica powders, because these are 3 different colors. But they all look dang near the same. But like this one is soft violet. This one is plum nectar. And this one is dark violet. So it's supposed to be light violet and dark violet. Do you see any freaking difference? See what I'm saying? And I've got one called plum. Now, on these I did triangles of white and black clay. Well, I did squares and then cut them in half so that I could do a sample of how it looks on the white clay and how it looks on the black clay. So since I'm using black clay, I'm looking at them and then also remembering that this is, I mean, you're not going to match perfect, but I want the darkest purple possible. Kind of leaning towards that one. Then we need some kind of a lime green. Let's see. A couple of options here. Again, one is called lime, one is called moss rock. Do they not look pretty much identical? They do. All right, we're looking at the black though, because this is the ones that we're looking at. Okay, black. We'll go with the one called lime. If we need a lime green, let's go with the one called lime green, right? I need an orange. And a yellow. An orange on the black clay just does not look very orangey, but we've got fire and desert sand. Do we have anything that looks any more orangey? A lot of ones that, like on the white clay, they're orange, but on the black clay, they're not so much. Fire and flame, pretty dang near the same thing. And again, looking at the one, the black. I'll go with that one. And then we need a yellow. Which we can go yellow or we can go gold. We'll go with that. Okay. And then these are just some random old paint brushes because I want one that's not going to get a lot of powder on it because I want to keep it in the we'll go with this one. Shorter bristles, better control. All right. So are we going to go? I don't want yellow and orange next to each other, so I would want to go sorry guys, still gotta think. Because my fear about doing, you know, little blotches of all the colors and then blending, like it worked well with the blue and green because blue and green blend well together, but I think I would just end up with like a mud if I tried to do it. So I really want to do it, but is it, see there are triangles here. So do I want to do like purple, orange, green, yellow, purple, orange, green, yellow, purple, like that? Keeping in mind that these are going to be cut down, so they're not even really going to resemble triangles when I'm cutting them down to fit into the small spaces. So I think each trapezoid needs to be an individual color. That's what I'm leaning towards. I hope you guys agree. I know I'm overthinking it, and I just need to go with it. So, when I'm doing mica powders, I always start with the lightest color and work my way to the darkest. So we're going to start with yellow. And like I said, I think I want to go yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange. Yellow. I might have to do each color individually or I'm going to lose track of where I'm at. No, I'll be all right. Let's just get going. Let's go with it. Commit, right? Make a commitment and go with it. So, yellow, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow. Am I bugging you guys? Bugging myself. Okay. So I don't lose track. All right, so yellows. And then we'll see how it looks when I'm done. Don't know till you try. It's a lot of experimenting. And then sometimes you end up with things that may not work on the project you intended it for, but you set it aside because you could use it on something else later. And then other times you end up with something where you're just like, nope, that's complete garbage and I would never use it on anything. And then all you've done is wasted the clay and the supplies. But I've learned that you can't look at it that way. You know, oh, I just wasted all that clay, right? I mean, I try to like save as much of the clay as possible and recondition and all that. But if it's got to be scrapped, it's got to be scrapped. And you still have to appreciate the knowledge that you gained from the experiment, from the attempt, and, you know, and what you learned from it. And take that moving forward and not sit there and dwell on, I just wasted all this clay. Or I just wasted all this paint. Or I just wasted whatever, all this time. Sometimes I do that. And I'm trying really hard to change my mindset to that it's not a waste. None of it is a waste. So there's my little waxing philosophical for the day. You guys like that? I know you do. All right, so there's my yellows. So, because I know I'm going to cut, I'm probably just going to do this one strip, to be honest, because I'm only going to need like 4 pieces of it. So, we're just going to do the one. All right, there's our yellows. And I know I don't want yellow and orange next to each other, so that's gonna... I'm gonna do orange next. Okay. Orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, orange, orange. Oops. Did I get off track somewhere? Orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple, orange, yellow, green, purple. Nope. Yellow, green, purple, orange. So remember at the beginning of the video where I said I try to include a little something of every possible media I can come up with on each of my mixed media mosaics. So this is including stencil and mica powders. I've got alcohol inks, I've got paint, I've got archival ink stamping, I've got glass, stickers, wood. Don't have any metal on there yet. But I may not use metal. I do have gemstones that are metal, like wrapped in metal, and then I'll use like metal chain or something. It'll be fine. You don't have to use every single kind of media on it. You don't want to force it. If it doesn't work for the project, it doesn't work for the project. So, Garfield is snoring in the hallway. I can hear it. I don't know how he manages to time this. I was literally sitting downstairs in my recliner for about 3 hours. I went to the grocery store yesterday morning when I got home from work. Got groceries. Cried about the price of the groceries. But I did splurge and get myself ribeye steak. So I made myself ribeye steak and baked potato and broccoli. And I sat in my recliner and I ate my dinner and I was watching TV. And he was on the couch in a dead sleep for 3 hours. And I was coming to the end of my TV show. Literally, it was going into the credits. And he got up and stretched and yawned and then stepped across onto my recliner and curled up in my lap. And I just looked down at him and I said, don't get too comfortable. You got about 30 seconds and I'm getting up. So that's probably part of the reason he's pouting right now. So I don't think it matters which one I do. See, now I'm looking at it, seeing it's like, it's a very random pattern, you guys. So, real green here. Now it's pretty much just as long as I don't have green side by side. And then the rest of them will be purple. So, and then this will just be another something, little something to look at, something different. Oops. Oh, wow. It's okay. That should have been purple. That's all right. We'll make that one purple. Purple. So, I don't want that one purple, so this one needs to be green. Purple. And there we go. Oops. I'm interested to see how this is going to look when I peel it up, because I've never used this stencil, so. Oh, that's not true. I think I used it once, but I used the same color. Also, with the stencils, you guys, you can do paint, acrylic paint. And you just put it on the raw clay, paint, peel it up right away, because if you wait for the paint to dry, then when you peel it up, the paint peels off with it. So, peel it off right away, and then bake it, and that actually works as well. So, all right, here we go with the purple. It's really pretty. So, and I also have little square glitter tiles that I can use to fill in some spaces. I may do one other kind of it would be like a texture, but not like texture with mica powders. I would like stamp with ink and do it that way. Which I'll pull those out here in a minute and we'll see what we've got. All right. So let's see if this is the ugliest thing ever or if it's pretty freaking cool. Ready? It's a slow peel because you don't want the loose mica powders getting on the clay that are on the stencil. Give it a quick cleanup. I got these stencils off of Amazon. If anyone's interested, let me know and I'll see if I can find the link. All right, let's get it cut. My head's probably gonna be in there. I apologize. I could have done 2 rows, but I think we're okay. And then, do I want to attempt to cut it down after baking, or do I want to just go ahead and cut it into 4 pieces? Kind of thinking I want to go ahead and cut it into 4 pieces. Let's see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little over 4. I don't need them to be the same sizes. I actually want them different. Or wait a minute. Because, like, do I want to have a strip for here? Maybe just do 3 and have like a strip for here, strip for here, and a strip for here. Okay. We're going to cut it into thirds. That's what we're going to do. I was looking at how big of the spaces I had. Well, but do I want that big? Because like a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, a little bit over 1 inch. I think we're going to just do it. We'll do it inch, and then the last one will be a little bit longer. Like 1.5, 1.5. All right, we're gonna go approximately 1.5, you guys, and we're just gonna commit to it. So let's take a look. Get this out of the way. Put it back in the bag. I don't want to handle these too much because they'll get all distorted, but I do want to see. What do you guys think? I can already tell I like it. All right, let's get them on the tile before I distort them and mess them up. I like those. I do indeedy. All right, and then the yellow ones. I still feel like I might want to do one more texture. I don't want to do a lot of purple because the buttons are focal. And I've got the yellow. So the only other thing I would want to do is the green. And I have a lot of green texture-y stuff already, so. All right, I think we're gonna bake what we've got and then we'll see, because remember I still have this too, the leafing to cut down. So we need to paint these black. Let me let's get my tiles in the oven. And get this off to the side. Get my black paint. And paintbrush. I don't even have a water thing on my desk because I have to dump it out every time, because otherwise I caught Garfield up here drinking out of it one time. But I'll go rinse it out in the bathroom sink when I'm done here. So, and this is just Americana Deco Art. Just plain black paint. Alright, I'm gonna get these painted up for the stickers. And I'm not gonna worry about sealing them because the stickers are gonna cover it. And I don't need to necessarily paint the back. I'll probably paint the sides. And no, I didn't gesso this or anything, so you can tell the paint's absorbing. But again, it's just, the sticker is going to cover most of it. So, I'm not too worried about perfection. And doing gesso is boring. For me, anyway. Let that dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to do the sides. So, I'll also use these chipboards for stickers where I'll paint them like I did an Easter mosaic once, where I painted them like pastel green and then I glued the stickers on top. So, and these are very inexpensive and you get a huge bag of them for very, very little money. So, give the sides a little bit of a, you don't want the wood to be visible. Sorry about the alteration of my lighting. That would be the toaster oven just kind of went up to another level on power, I guess. And I will do a coat of glue under the stickers to make sure they don't peel up. So, I don't know if I can actually stay focused and complete one of these every weekend. It might be ready. The whole set might be done before Christmas. Maybe somebody will want to buy it as a gift for somebody. So, of course, you all get first dibs because I don't have like an Etsy store or anything, so I'll offer it to you all first. And price-wise, I'm thinking it is a set of 10 mosaics. And for this size of a mosaic, if I was just selling a single one, it would be a $20 to $25 mosaic, depending on the supplies. But because I'm not planning on using a lot of metal, which is the pricier, can be pricier, I think I'll go with $20 each. So since it's a set of 10, it would be $200 for the set. So, and also in the gnome stamps, I've got like school and teacher themed ones. I know I'm going to do another set that's just going to be the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. And the winter will be the blue, the pastel blue, and white and silver. And then, you know, spring, of course, will be flowers, birds, and bugs kind of idea. And then summer, I've got a couple of sets that are beach themed. And then fall will be like sunflowers and that kind of stuff. So anyway, get my cutting board cleaned up. And I need to wash out my paintbrush, but I'm not going to take you guys along for that. So I'm going to bring this back in to show you where we're at this point. I'm still undecided on these. I need to see how it's going to be when the rest of it is laid out. And if it's too distracting because they are kind of big, I may go back to these and just do green and black. I'll color the middle strip black. Is that all I had? 3 of them? Nope, 4. So, something else I'm considering. Oh, I forgot about these. I do have a couple other little tiles that are I forgot about them, you guys. I do have these that I may or may not use. That I've got the cat with the trick-or-treat bag. I've got a little pumpkin trick-or-treat bag and a candy corn. And these are just colored with the alcohol ink markers as well. I don't know if I would use that one. I would potentially use this one and this one. But I'll leave them all 3 out because you never know. Okay, you guys. So once those tiles get done baking, I will come back and we will see where we're at on this. All right? That's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.